Good morning, everyone. It feels like it's been so long.
Yeah.
I mean, we literally missed a week, and it feels like we're gone for months.
Yeah.
You got the weather?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's watch some weather. Okay, that ended abruptly, it seemed like. It just seemed like it just was like over. All right, what do we have for weather today, Fernando?
We don't have bad weather today. We have a really nice 66. High is gonna be 79.
It's almost gonna be hot. Like we've been having to run the air conditioner for the last couple days.
Yeah. No, today is good. Back to normal.
Chip shortage expected to become an order supply due to ramp up of productions and shipping bottleneck. I mean, that could have been the case until yesterday.
Yeah.
We'll see how things goes. What's up? Great Monday.
What's up, guys?
Great Monday to you. It
feels Monday?
Like, it feels like it's sunny and 70 in Augusta, Georgia.
See?
There you go.
Finally.
There you go. We got 35 and ice in West Virginia. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey,
what's
Mass,
up?
65. One day, snowstorm. Yeah, I was talking to Hi-Fi last night, and they had a snow day yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, it was literally like 65, and then the next day, freezing rain.
That's crazy.
So they had to close up. That's insane. Snowing in 20 in Vermont.
I'm sorry.
That's why I don't live in Vermont. There you go, Lake Placid, Florida, 71.
That's right.
Welcome.
See?
Yeah, welcome to the suck. Let's see,
12 degrees in Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah, see what I'm talking about? It's like the world hell froze over in Arkansas.
No.
Yeah, I know. Feels like 11 2 inches of snow in Detroit.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you stuck. You stayed there. So, I mean, the one phrase I always like when we talk to the Northerners, and a lot of my friends are Northerners, obviously, and it's like, I like the seasons change. Okay. You know, I like it when I like having seasons, and it's like, I do too. Summer, fall, summer again. I mean, I'm not an overachiever. I don't need 4 seasons. 2 is perfectly fine with me. Here we go. Checking in from Australia.
Hey.
25 Celsius today. So that's like,
it's 25 Celsius.
Yeah. So it's probably like in the 40s or 50s maybe, or 60s,
Uh-huh.
possibly 70s. That's a whole sliding scale that makes no sense to me.
23.
Springfield. Say hi to Bart. You didn't get that, did you? They live in Springfield.
Yeah.
Simpsons?
Yeah.
Okay. See, 17 for 18, -8. Jesus.
Canada.
Man.
Wow.
Totally, eh? Stay tuned. One of our buddies. We got some stuff to talk about. It was 2 days ago. Taiwan has biggest. Okay. Keep an eye on China. Yeah, I know. Yeah. We don't want to get in world news, though. That's really no fun. Hey, it's all good. Minnesota. Look at that. 0 and sunny.
Just like 71. What are you doing?
Drinking my orange juice. Got to keep the vitamin C up.
Dude.
It's a stupid straw. This is why I hate straws. I hate cold in Arkansas, but I like my wife better. I mean, if she's the one that's making you stay, I totally understand. All right, listen. We weren't here last week, and while we were gone, it seems like they knew it, and they came up with a bunch of news, which I'm super excited about. We have a ton to get to, so let's just hop right into it. Starting out the day with this little gem right here. For those of you guys that are Sony fans, which I know a lot of you are, the ES line was introduced a couple years back. Yeah. Couple of years, like 2 or 3 years ago, or 2 years, at least 2 years ago, it feels like, because it started with the speakers, and then in last June or July.
But that was not released like previous years before.
No. What I'm saying is it's the new ES line has been out for about 2 years.
Okay.
Slow it down. And yes, it had been released a long time ago.
Okay.
This is Okay, let me rephrase this. The reboot of the ES line.
There you go.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's
okay. Just want to make sure we're on the same page. Started out with some speakers, 6.5s, 5x7s. What's a 5? Why does the 5x7 come with a grill? Anyways,
I don't know.
Inside joke. And it has slowly morphed into now they have the radio, and now they're expanding even more, which we knew this was going to be a very slow rollout. Fernando had the pleasure of sitting in on the class at KnowledgeFest where they talked about the future. And as you can see here, there is a 3-way set in the works along with amplifiers.
Yes, they have a 5-channel, a 4-channel, and a monoblock. Same chassis, same style. Very nice. Yeah, so let me see.
Let's hit plus. There we go.
Yeah.
Zoom in a little bit.
Yeah. So
come with the bass knob. Is that the bass knob?
Of course. Yeah.
Wow.
I like it. Yeah.
I'm curious to see how that mounts. But these are the new ES amplifiers. Of course, more information will be released on them. However, if you'd like to check them out, you can find them over on Sony's webpage.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's kind of cool. Super excited about this just to see what it is. These are not scheduled to be released until third quarter. Is that what they said?
Probably.
Yeah, so you got to waste some time. If you're interested in these to save up, it ought to be pretty cool. I like to see what the sound quality is on these guys.
Yeah.
Moving on, Ground Zero introduces new speakers and subwoofers at KnowledgeFest. We know this. I think everybody at KnowledgeFest knows this. If you caught any of the live stuff we were doing, if you all of a sudden heard an extremely loud noise in the background, that was coming from their booth, the HKI booth, where they just... You got more pictures of the Sony stuff?
I mean, they released the... let me see.
Yeah, we're good.
They released the 10. I mean, I'm sorry, the 12s. It's a dual 4 and a dual...
Oh, hold on. Let's go back to this. Apparently, we weren't ready to... You got to wake up, man.
Well, you start jumping it like crazy.
Yeah.
So 12s, dual 4, and dual 2s. And like they say, you have to pick the specific
6x9 components.
6x9 components.
Yeah, we saw those. We don't really.
Did you saw
we entered with that. Yep.
How shallow they are?
No.
Very
Still
nice.
can't tell how shallow they are.
Right
no,
there.
Still can't tell how shallow they are.
Yeah, no, they nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they look nice. I think I'm more excited about the 6x9 than...
Yeah. Oh, everybody was...
There you go. So they're using Neo.
That's a neodymium, yeah.
Oh, so we're not going to see these for a while. These are going to be expensive, guys. Neo is right now, Neo is so expensive.
Yeah, but they nice.
I mean, Alpine has switched away from Neo just because they went back to ferrite. Is anyone else picture blurry? Ours looks good. Anyways, back to this. So Ground Zero has introduced some new speakers and subwoofers at KnowledgeFest. One of the things they had was a Vanderhall with 2 of their new shallow subwoofers behind the seat. And they let everyone know that they were new and they sounded good. Obviously, it was in a Vanderhall, so it wasn't something we could sit in and really get the feel for. However, everybody heard their loudspeakers. Man, I mean,
they loud,
dude.
I still want to put it in my car.
Why?
Why not?
But anyways, head over to groundzerousa.com. Check them out. If that's the kind of thing you're into. Next up,
yes,
Audison launches BitTune software upgrade. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with Audison, Audison is part of a bigger company called Electromedia out of Italy. Under the Electromedia banner, they have Audison and they have Hertz. Audison is the wine and cheese. Hertz is more the beer and pretzels. Fair assumption. Like, would you agree?
I mean, I don't like we say like beer and pretzels.
Oh, beer and pretzels are fun. It's a funner brand. It's not so DSP centric. It's what they made their marine line in. It's what they're all the, it's made to party. Audison is more DSP centric. More sound quality, if you want to call it that. They only have 1 DSP in the Hertz line. They have 200 DSPs, it feels like, in the Audison line. Yeah. So that's where that idea is.
Right.
Either way, Audison years ago came out with a product called a BitTune. The BitTune was kind of the first foray into plugging in tools into the amplifier to help tune the system with microphone arrays and tons of software to go with it. It just didn't take off. I mean, a lot of people bought them. We have one here. We never use it because it was just kind of not simple to use. But finally, there's an update to the software. We now have version 3.1, I believe is what it is, and it adds a ton of new tools to it, and it is a free download. So if you're a stereo owner and you have a BitTune and for some reason you haven't heard Ken Ward tell you all about the new features that it has, if you are going to a KnowledgeFest, they are doing trainings on it. He had a whole training booth set up where he could walk you through the process of using the new software. It is way better than the previous software in that it actually does full screen RTA, which is really nice. So if you have a BitTune, now it's time to update, get that new software out there, and maybe see if it's a tool you want to introduce back into your workflow.
Yeah, I mean, it's way better. It had a ton of features. Yeah,
I'm excited. We're going to have to eventually do ours.
Yeah, we have one. So
we do.
Yeah.
Moving on. More on Alpine state-of-the-art car audio.
Yes.
So at KnowledgeFest, they premiered their Alpine F1 status Tesla.
Yes, they did.
And I had the privilege of sitting down with Steve Brown and having them tell us all about it. Full custom interior for the F1. And I learned a lot about it that up until now we were just guessing or had no idea. I'll just say this. It is the only piece of equipment like it in the world for car audio. There is nothing that has the capabilities that this has. It is truly groundbreaking. And the fact that a car stereo company, I was trying to get back to this. The fact that somebody like Alpine spent the money to build a piece of equipment like this is pretty groundbreaking. That's not to say the takeaway there wasn't, people weren't always getting what the purpose of this product was.
Right.
I would hear comments like that was the most amazing thing ever. And I'd also hear the flip side of that, which is expected is I could build something for cheaper. But the reality of it is, no, actually you can't. You cannot physically build something that has the capabilities that the F1 status has for anything other than the price of the F1 status, because there's not a processor on the market that's capable of, in car audio, that is capable of doing what it does.
Right.
That's not to say you can't build an amazing sounding car stereo for $35,000. You can, but not with the capabilities of this. And that was made abundantly clear by checking out the tech that it has. And of course, we filmed it. We'll show you more about it.
Right.
And it was truly impressive. It really was. I was blown away. There was things I didn't quite understand. And, now sitting in there and having the man, as it were, tell me all about it, it's like, oh, this makes a whole bunch of sense. And I'm glad we were capable of doing that so that we can bring that to you guys. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we'll get that video up so you guys can check it out. But with that being said, one thing that we want to do is we want to thank CE Outlook. Without CE Outlook, we wouldn't have a show. So in the description for every show, there are links to the news stories that we talk about here. So if you'd like to go read more in depth, get more information, like, for example, this F1 status, she does a serious, she was at KnowledgeFest. She did a serious breakdown on the car. It is a huge article. So if there's more you'd like to know about it, as well as see some pictures from the car, they're all there on CE Outlook, links in the description. One of the big specials that happened at KnowledgeFest this past weekend was the industry awards. We've participated in the industry awards before. We opted out of doing it this year just because we were helping on the board to help revamp the industry awards. It's a huge job to do. And to say we got it perfect this time would be a lie. We did a lot that was good, but we still have a long way to go. Therefore, we'll keep at it. But needless to say, we still had the industry awards. We did stream it on the YouTube channel, so if you'd like to go back and fast forward through it to see who the winners are and see the whole event and whatnot, you can do that over on the 5-Star Network. However, we do have a winner. Oh, I'll grab the right device here to click on.
Perfect.
And it's a friend of the show, which was kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, all of them are friends.
Yeah, that's true. All of them are friends of the show. But the man who won, this is probably not the best picture I would want posted of me.
No.
But
that was his video.
That was his video. This is Marty Adams-Check. He is from Canada. And we often refer to him on the show as Canadian Marty, not to be confused with the other Marty we know. But
I think the name of his store is Andrews Electronics.
Andrews Electronics.
Yeah.
Yep.
So very good guy. We chat and yeah. Congratulations, buddy.
All right. So going through some of the winners, Marty Adams Chuck, of course, as we said, it's Andrews Electronics, British Columbia. Titan Motoring out of Nashville, Tennessee, won Retailer of the Year. That was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
His wife dropped the trophy on the stage. Luckily, it did not break. That was pretty.
And if you go to the Titans Instagram, you will see it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Hey, man.
Sales Pro Award went to Robert Kowach from Perfectionist in Anchorage, Alaska.
Yep.
Nice guy. Love those guys out of Alaska.
Very good guy. Very nice guy.
Adam Devine, a local boy out of Naples from Divine Concepts. He won Retailer last year, and this year he won
Retailer, yeah.
So he won Trusted Tech this year. Pretty nice. Rookie of the Year went to Jacob Metellet.
Jacob.
We'll just call him Jacob. From Cartoons Inc. in Greensville, MS.
Massachusetts?
No. It doesn't matter. MS. That's good enough.
Yeah.
And then from there, we have a bunch of other little tiny awards. Vendor of the Year, we went to HKI, which is Sound Digital, Ground Zero, Turi, and 4Connect Wire. The guys we do a lot of work with, so that was pretty cool to see those. And then a new award that came out was Vendor Support of the Year. This is basically someone in the industry that does tech support. Your friend of mine, Jeff Smith, was up for this. Mm-hmm. However, Jason Ewing from First Tech won. A lot of you guys grew up watching Pimp My Rides. That's where he came from. He was one of the guys in the original Pimp My Ride series that did a lot of work. So if you do that, you'll see Jason. It was of no surprise. Everyone loves this guy. He works for First Tech, which is the new company that Chris Bennett works for. So it is pretty cool to, it was fun. It was a good time. We had a good time watching and doing, and just, did you like the show? Did you like the award ceremony?
I was working at that time. Yeah.
I know, me too. I was like, well, at least we're recording this. We can go back and watch it later.
It's funny because Adam, the installer of the year, the winner, texted me and he's like, how you guys doing, man? I mean, every time I come back from KnowledgeFest, I always come like very pumped and ready to go into the install bay and do my new things and everything. I'm like, that's awesome, bro. We come like very tired because we don't sleep. Normally we work the floor and everything. So he's like, no, totally. Yeah, that makes sense. But I'm like, yeah, I'm excited.
One of these days we'll do a KnowledgeFest where we don't have to do a ton of things.
That's what we say.
Yeah, speaking of KnowledgeFest, Go Fast Solutions out of Massachusetts area. They're located in Central Springfield. Either way, April 6th, they are going to do their Go Fast Solutions Expo.
Yep. One day only,
9 to 6 p.m. And the reason why I bring it up is that if you are a dealer and you do purchase things from Go Fast Solutions, are planning on going to the event, or maybe not be planning on going to the event, we're going to be there. So if you'd like to come say hi, meet us, watch us run around and do things where we can basically record and get a bunch of fun stuff for everyone to see and promote the show, we'll be there. And that is going to be April 6th up in Massachusetts at the Mass Mutual Center.
That's right.
One of the cool things that they're doing there, if you are a dealer and you are going, is that they're doing a giant basketball hoop giveaway.
I mean, it's not a giveaway. It's just like you.
Well, you could win.
Yeah, you can win.
That means they're going to give away money if you win.
Yeah, $2 million.
Yeah, it's like it's.
How do you give $2 million?
You buy insurance.
You know what? If you want to know more about it, and if you're in the industry,
call your local Go Fast guy.
Yes.
All right, so I've strategically saved this story for last because it was just the most amazing story of
the whole thing.
I mean, this is going to be a tough story to beat for the year. I'm not going to lie, but here we go. Officially announced on Rockford Fosgate sale to Patrick Industries.
Yes.
What?
What are you talking about?
Rockford Fosgate is no longer Rockford Fosgate? What is going on here? The world, has it stopped spinning?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what? So, Rockford Fosgate full year 20. Okay, hold on. Last year they made approximately 155 million. That's wonderful. Okay, so, all right, what is it?
You got it?
Do you have the? Oh, you have the better story.
I mean that's the better story.
Is it the better story?
Yeah, that's
I didn't
the
really
story.
think so.
This is just the release.
Yeah, I wanted. That's the one I wanted to read. Rockford. Yeah. So this is just. All right. Hold on. Rockford will become a wholly owned subsidiary of Patrick Industries, it said in a letter to dealers. Rockford Fosgate has long relationships with Patrick Industries since the company acquired Progressive Sales and R&D Distribution in 2006, said Rockford. The notice to dealers sent Wednesday said Rockford business will continue as usual, and its dealer program agreements and policies will remain the same. It will continue to operate with existing staff, sales, and marketing team at its facility in Tempe, Arizona. So basically what the message that's getting out there is that Patrick Industries has acquired Rockford Fosgate, wholly acquired Rockford Fosgate.
Yes.
Which is really kind of the shocker in that, because Rockford Fosgate was a publicly traded company. So that means that they bought out all the stockholders. Patrick Industries is a giant conglomerate. They have like over 150 companies. Does this give the breakdown?
Oh no, this is just Patrick Industries reports.
That's what I'm saying. That gives
crazy record.
So here, fourth quarter 2021 highlights compared to fourth quarter 2020. So this is Patrick Industries Inc. reports record fourth quarter and full. So Patrick Industries is a company that buys successful companies, leaves them as they are, and as long as they're profitable, you get to go crazy and have fun and get access to their bank account.
It kind of like give you more budget for what you're trying to do. Yes.
So net sales in the last quarter of 2021 was 1.1 billion, increased 49%. Operating income is 95 million, increase over 52%. Operating margin is 8.3%.
Now the full year for 2021 compared to the 2020 was $4.1 billion, increase of 64%. Exactly.
Now, they're not new to this whole car audio industry buying. Earlier last year, they bought a company called Wet Sounds. The Progressive rep firm that they bought has been acquiring rep firms throughout the country. Here in Florida, our local local Rockford Fosgate rep firm was acquired by them.
Okay, I just want to say, no, it's not a sad day for car audio.
No, it's not
at all. It's like everything is gonna stay the same. Like I say, they're gonna just get more budget, trying to expand the whole thing.
So you got to understand that there's a difference between being bought by a Chinese company and being bought by an investment company. The investment you'd be surprised to know that most companies are owned by investment companies, have nothing to do with, like for example, Ant Global is owned by an investment company.
Correct.
They're not owned by a board of anything. It's
not one guy.
They've been being on and off owned by investment companies for like 10 years now. Being bought by an investment company isn't the end of the world. And actually, it's kind of a positive thing because, all right, one of the things you got to understand about Rockford is that they've been trying to sell themselves for a while to different manufacturers because it injects capital into the company and allows them to expand their capabilities. It's not that they wanted to sell. It's just they want to do things, but not with all their profit.
So it's kind of like your house.
Yeah.
When you refinance your house, right? Yeah. So who's exactly what was thinking quality?
No, okay. There again, you guys are really derailing the
no, you guys.
It's not like Pioneer being bought by a Chinese company. This is nothing like that. This is mainly just somebody else coming in with their bank account. The same people are there. It's not like you're losing anything. And like I said, the same company has bought one of our local rep firms in which we were talking to about this just last week to kind of get more information about this. This is somebody who owned a company that was bought by this same company to find out, hey, listen, what do we have in store? All these fears valid. And the reality is he's like, dude, no, this is the best deal I've ever made in my life. It took over a year for this to happen. It wasn't like it just happened overnight. Patrick and just dropped a bunch of money on the table and said, boom. This was a lot of work to do this. We've talked to people at Rockford Fosgate. They're all very excited about this. Yeah. As far as new products that are coming out and stuff like that. Oh yeah, get excited, guys. Get excited.
If you read the whole article, even the president of Rockford, Bill Jackson, says how excited they are to actually,
Yes, and the thing is that this is actually a really good thing for Rockford, because up until now, Rockford has actually been, I'm not going to say stifling the amount of products they've been coming out with, but they have been. They haven't been naturally coming out with everything that they're capable of coming out with, is because they had to keep their books looking good. So if you think about it, for the last year, they've come out with products like, this amp over my shoulder here, the R2 stuff. Yeah. But now, that's it. Now we're going to be able to unfurl the full weight of Rockford, because the burden of knowing that someone is in the process of trying to acquire you, somebody that has been Patrick Industries has been their number one customer for years. Yep. So it's basically the customer that has been selling your stuff, that has vested interest in your products, because not only do they own a couple of the companies they own are RV companies and boat manufacturing. They also make doors for houses, just to give you an idea.
And they just bought Wet Sounds.
As I said, they own 150 different companies, all across the spectrum. Diversification is something they're into. They want to acquire profitable companies to increase the amount of revenue they have, and of course make those companies more profitable. Right. It's not something where they buy it, they acquire it, they destroy it, and then it moves on and just becomes part of the steamrolling machine. No, this is all about owning things that make money, because they like making money.
They understand how Rockford is working and how they're doing. I mean, they've been doing business for so many years.
The R2s are great amplifiers. Yeah. But the nice thing is that listen, when we were there was a lot of things that they wanted to do, but right now they just couldn't do them. And their hands were tied on a lot of things. So it's like talking to some of the people there was out of frustration. It's like, yes, we would like to do that. We can't do that right now because, we don't have either the capital to do it, or we just have so many other projects going on. This company is going to come in, and we've already heard some of the products that now can be greenlit, which is really exciting, even though we're not supposed to have heard those. So yeah, it's actually, I think this is going to be a really cool thing for everybody. For sure. You gotta understand, Rockford is one of the only car stereo companies that was a publicly traded company. So their fate was up to a board of directors and people that want to suck money out of the company. Now they're solely owned by an individual company, in the sense that we don't have to deal with all this other stuff. So simplifying the ownership is probably going to be the best thing for them. So click on something I was going to say. But if Rockford Fosgate doesn't produce expectation of profit, the investment company will drop them. What else is new? I mean, that means that you better do a good damn job. I mean, I feel
that the reason they bought is because they producing. Yeah. And it's like, I mean, this is very good for us.
Paul doesn't care one way or the other. It's like Smashworks buying 5-star from Paul. Yeah, that's true. It could be.
Same idea.
I would never do that, but it'd be the same thing.
I feel that now you RVs are going to come out with a Rockford Fosgate system, guys.
Well, and you will be.
Why
let's
not?
See what they're selling in 2 years. 100%. And that's the thing. There's a lot more happening with this company. So listen, if the world doesn't go to hell in a handbasket over the next year or two, I think we're going to see a whole. This isn't the beginning.
No, I think
I'm sorry. This is merely the beginning as far as that whole thing goes. Hey, if it works out wonderfully like they're telling us it will, that'll be great. We're going to get products that we've desperately wanted from them because now they have the capital to do it. And if it doesn't and it all goes sideways, then hey, we were wrong. Yeah. It's just kind of how it goes. But
this is news, guys.
It's just the news. I personally am excited because as soon as we figured this story out, we also got news of other things that we were super excited about. Yeah. And it's like, oh, so that's cool. Yeah, it's going to be nice.
All right, guys.
And if it's not, oh, well, I was wrong. Either way, doesn't matter. It wasn't bad news. This was good news. Everyone that we've talked to is excited about this. Yeah. And we've talked to them. So, and there again, that's why we're trying to tell you it's not bad news. You know, maybe at some point, we'll see if we can get somebody on to talk more about it and what it brings to the company.
Correct.
You know, if we can get 5 minutes of time with Bill Jackson next week, maybe, or Teresa or somebody, maybe we'll just get something to have them kind of
they can tell you all the numbers and everything.
The appropriate hype.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if they're excited, then we're excited. And that's really all that matters.
If you happy, I'm happy. Everybody's happy. Woo!
Easy there, Oprah. All right, guys, that's it for the news. Make sure to tune in tomorrow night. That is Saturday night at 6 o'clock over on the regular 5-Star Network. We'll be doing our show. We're gonna do a small little wrap-up show for KnowledgeFest. We had a lot of fun. We met a lot of interesting people. We got a cool slideshow that we're putting together to kind of like, you know, have some fun, basically. Yeah. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. That's the news. You know now.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
What are you doing?
It just keeps doing dumb shit. The problem with fast corners in this